Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to Flashpoint Friday. And this week we have a game called Slipstream Speeders from Addicting Games. We have a big old continue button, so let's just jump right in, see what we're in for. A racing game of some description, I'm sure. And there's the Addicting Games intro, and here we are. So we have play game and credits and more games. Let's check out the credits. Okay, shows who made the game, SFX, titles and icon. And okay. It's always nice to see credits for these types of games. The music is rather loud, I must say, at least on my end. It's not going to be so loud for the viewers, but makes it a little difficult to narrate. But let's just go ahead and jump in. So it looks like there's different cars that you can unlock as you progress through the game, but we're just stuck with the basic one. Oh, and there's an upgrade system. Okay, interesting. Well, we don't have any cash to spend right now, so let's just go ahead and hit continue. And it looks like the only track available is the first track. We have to finish in the top 9 to unlock the next race. So let's do it. Use the arrow keys to drive. Okay. And we're off. Follow cars for boost. Okay. So it's definitely a racing game, a 3D one no less. Press X to use boost. Wow. This is some... The game does a really good job conveying the sense of speed there. Everything got a little blurry there, and with like speed lines for the boost. So, and yeah, this seems pretty solid so far. The cars resemble Formula One racers, but it's kind of more of an open track through a city by the looks of things. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I don't know if there's a damage meter or anything, if you need to be careful about running into other cars, but look at that. We got into second place with $750 earned. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what we can do with this. Can we unlock this yet? We have to place third in race 2 to unlock that. Let's go ahead just for demonstration's sake, see what we can do with the upgrades. So we can upgrade the engine, turbo, acceleration, and grip. It seems pretty self-explanatory. Oh, accidentally right-clicked there. I'm going to increase the grip, maybe, and the engine. It gives us $500 still to work with. Let's go on to track 2. We have to finish at the top 7 to unlock the next race. Okay. Let's go. You're given a little visual indicator when you're riding in another car's wake to increase your boost meter. You do want to let off on the gas a bit when you're rounding these tight corners if you don't want to end up going off the road. It's a good thing I upgraded the engine a little bit because the opponents seem a lot faster now. I don't know if that's just the game's way of increasing the difficulty or what, but let's get a boost going. All right, very nice. Now that was just enough to get us into third place. And we made $600, and there's a new car unlocked. Yep, so for this one, yeah, see, a part of me's thinking you don't want to dump a lot of money into the starter car because you're probably going to get better vehicles soon anyways. And this car looks like it's better in a lot of regards. Let's go ahead and bump up the turbo, the engine, and the grip. Leaves us with $525. We'll move on to track 3 to finish in 6th this time around. So the requirements for advancing do get progressively more difficult, but as you progress through the game, you presumably become more skilled at it, so it seems like a decent difficulty curve, all things considered. And yeah, this car does seem to be noticeably better than the previous one. I'm able to take the turns a lot more tightly. Don't have to let up on the gas nearly as much. So on the next straightaway, let's just boost down. Whoa! I went way off the road there, though. So you gotta be careful when you activate the boost, obviously. You don't want to go careening off the track. But we are in first right now, so we just got to maintain this lead. Can we do it? Oh man, we were so close to getting knocked out of the first place there, but we did it. And we got an achievement for that, so $1,250 that time around, so very nice. So let's go ahead, since we're still using this car, let's go ahead and keep up the upgrades on this one for now. Let's get the acceleration up a bit along with the grip, and maybe the engine again. These is $875. Alright, so I think maybe I'll call it after track 4. That'll leave the last 4 tracks to the users, to the viewers watching this, if they want to try out this game. And I would say, yeah, definitely try this out. I'll go into more detail, obviously, once I give my final thoughts, but this is a very solid racing game. Okay, so let's get that boost charging. Nice long stretch there where we're able to charge the boost up, and we were able to boost through that turn too. So all these upgrades to the car, I think, has paid off. But we're still only in 6th, so we need to hurry up and get another boost going. Let's get up there. We're in 3rd. Can we get in 2nd at least? It's getting to the point now where I really am not letting up on the gas at all when I'm going through those turns. So no, looks like we're stuck in 3rd. Well, I think that's still enough to progress. So I think there might be some rubber banding with the AI cars, so keep that in mind, because it seems like there's been a couple times where I thought I had a pretty comfortable lead, and then suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, a car behind me suddenly just overtook me. So, but that was still good enough to earn us $1,000 and unlock the 3rd car. So, but like I said, I think I'll call it here. But let's go back to the main menu, I think. Maybe there's not a way to get to the main menu. Well, anyway, I might end up restarting the game then, but in any case, I'll meet you folks back on the main menu and I'll give you my thoughts. So that's Slipstream Speeders, and yeah, color me impressed. This is a really enjoyable little racing game. Now, it looks like it's not very long. I think I've already blasted through half of the tracks already, but it's really fun while it lasts. The visuals and presentation kind of remind me of Cruisin' USA or a similar 90s style racer, but obviously with more of a Formula One flavor to it. So this is an easy recommend for fans of those kinds of games, but I feel like even if you're not ordinarily a racing game fan, I think it might still be worth checking out because it has pretty solid gameplay mechanics, as the title indicates. Riding in the slipstream of your opponents to build a turbo meter and then rocket past them is pretty exhilarating, while also adding an element of strategy and timing to everything. So yeah, like I said before, color me impressed. If this looks fun to you, definitely try it out. I highly recommend this one, even if the experience might be on the short side. Thank you so much for tuning to this episode of Flashpoint Friday, and take care, everyone.